taking the door cards back off the car because I decided to not have these. Now for some reason both the back doors have one of these and the front passenger has one of these handles. On the other side of the car is this funny looking door pull. So off with that funny looking handle, that comes off. Prise this off very carefully. Put them in a box so you don't lose them. I'll put it in there and I'll lose it. I don't want to scuff up all the nice paintwork that he's put on, so I'm using a bit of cardboard between there and there. Well, it does seem brutal, doesn't it? Right, so what am I going to do if I take those door handles off and the passengers want to get in and out? Well, and we're going to have some music now. That's nice, isn't it? Right, from a chap in Holland, I managed to get some door handles, the same as the one on the driver's side. Now I think the driver's side doesn't have an armrest type one, it's because the handbrake's on that side and it might get in the way. I think the Mark 1 might have had these handles anyway because the holes are already here. So I'm just going to put a nut on the back. The two front ones are already tapped. And as I said earlier, the front door handle on that side, someone tapped it out with an M5 and put an M5 in, but I've managed to get some little UNF raised countersunk stainless steel screws, and the heads don't seem to bulge out as much as they do on the other side where the M5s were. So nut on the back, those on there, do away with that. That'll make getting new door cards made up much easier because we don't have to mess about with this or try and cover that. I don't know how car trimmers do their magic. But a chap in Holland sent these. Holland seems to be a place to go to get roots group bits, and I don't know why. And there's a little bit of continuity there because these have got these lovely grooves in them. And the door opener here has got the same groove in it. So I think that's going to look a lot prettier. But we shall see. So, off with that funny looking handle. That comes off. Prise this off very carefully. Put them in a box so you don't lose them. I'll put it in there and I'll lose it. I don't want to scuff up all the nice paintwork that we've put on, so I'm using a bit of cardboard between there and there. Well, it does seem brutal, doesn't it? Right, so what am I going to do if I take those door handles off and the passengers want to get in and out? Well, and we're going to have some music now. That's nice, isn't it? Right, from a chap in Holland, I managed to get some door handles, the same as the one on the driver's side. Now I think the driver's side doesn't have an armrest type one, it's because the handbrake's on that side and it might get in the way. I think the Mark 1 might have had these handles anyway because the holes are already here. So I'm just going to put a nut on the back. The two front ones are already tapped. And as I said earlier, the front door handle on that side, someone tapped it out with an M5 and put an M5 in, but I've managed to get some little UNF raised countersunk stainless steel screws, and the heads don't seem to bulge out as much as they do on the other side where the M5s were. So nut on the back, those on there. Do away with that. That'll make getting new door cards made up much easier because we don't have to mess about with this or try and cover that. I don't know how card trimmers do their magic. But a chap in Holland sent these. Holland seems to be a place to go to get roots group bits, and I don't know why. And there's a little bit of continuity there because these have got these lovely grooves in them. And the door opener here has got the same groove in it. So I think that's going to look a lot prettier. But we shall see. The reason that they had that and not the funny door whatnot is because the handbrake's on this side. But interestingly enough, the ones on the passenger door over there are already tapped out. The ones on the passenger side look like they've been tapped out at the factory. The back doors have got the hole, but no captive nut. But I've got these swanky little flange nuts, and I'm going to put those on. Can't beat a bit of chrome. Can't beat a bit of chrome. Gently off it comes. Look at the back. Whoops.
No,
I wonder if they're original. Look at that. Quality bit of British stapling, bit of British, don't know, cardboard that is. Bit of carpet on the side. And then a bit of horrible looking paper. I've got to get these off. This is what the handle's screwed into. So I reckon there's some tabs. If I bend that one back, bend that one back, it won't come out. Maybe I haven't bent it back far enough. That can come out in the box with all the other bits and pieces I've collected for this thing. I'm not putting back on again. But if it goes on to somebody else one day, maybe they will. Right, result. On this side, to stop the door from rattling, someone stuck some carpet on it. Can you see me through here like this? Okay. And on this side, it's got a bit of carpet and some folded up paper. That's to stop this rattling as you're driving along. What did we used to do? Oh, we used to do that, didn't we? If you did that, it didn't rattle, did it? So what I've done on the other side is got hold of some plastic fuel line, split it, wrapped it around there all the way along, and that might be will stop it rattling. So all I've got to do now is hold a nut on the back there and put these on. Now all the door handles are on with nice shiny stainless steel screws, and I kept saying UNF, but what size UNF were they? They were number 10 by 32 TPI UNF raised countersunk machine screws in stainless steel. Now the next job is remove the remote brake servo and get that sent off, but I've done this really quick, and look, there's an extra piece. So if you want that back, I can do that if you sent me that by accident. If not, I shall put it in the archive. Who knows where that came from. And I also noticed that, of course, it came wrapped in a Dutch newspaper. So I'm gonna have a look through that. Gore, when was the last time you saw one of those? Who's that? What cartoon was that? That one.
Lovies? Lovies.
Was it? You used to get stickers and all sorts of strange things, didn't you, with that? So there's that. Of course, it's a Dutch newspaper. So right, so you can tell it's a Dutch newspaper because look, there's a Frisian cow on it, with what looks like a reverse picture of Africa on it there. So now I've got the spare time, I think I'll do the crossword. Hang on, he's already done it. He's already done the crossword, all in
Dutch.
Is it Dutch or Flemish? Is it called?
I don't know.
Whatever. He didn't do the Sudoku though, did he? He did that one there. He's clever because he's all done it in foreign language. Like, he's done it. Thank you very much for those parts. Absolutely fantastic. I think that'll wrap it up for now. Next little film, remote servo removal.